Hey, where are the white women at?
My spirit's indestructible.
InfiniteXSeeker. Hey, what's up, everybody? It's your boy Seeker with another one. So, the bullshit seems to continue, right? It keeps continuing. It does. So I've made previous videos about this young woman here, and I say that with respect, because I know some of you stupid weirdos are gonna take that the wrong way and make it into something it's not. So I had to, I can't believe I have to explain that. So she says, notice how it's always trans people or those who support them that can't stand attractive women in video games. They constantly insult women and try to diminish our worth just for being ourselves, the way God created us. It's because they can never be us and it burns them. Yeah, that's 100% true. Because, the very people who cry and say they're against racism are racist as shit, right? The ones that cry about supposed sexism are the most sexist, and etc. And the people who cry homophobia are the most phobic towards straights. So it's 100% true. So let's see what we have here. So this was by Pirate Nation here, an anonymous post, and it says recluse look what I saw here. Look at this. Explains a lot. Recluse shut-in gamers be like, I can't play the game if the characters don't look like corn stars. Even though the characters don't really look like corn stars. But, whatever. Yeah, it's not that people can't play the game. You know what I mean? It's just that before this whole woke bullshit started happening, females looked like females that were attractive and beautiful, and even if they were not that attractive or ugly and etc., it wasn't because of a political reason. It was because it was story based and driven. And Jesus fucking Christ, whew. Oh man, that's beautiful. That's a beautiful costume. I want it. But yeah, it wasn't because of a politically correct, it wasn't because of politically correct nonsense. It was because it had to do with the story, and maybe the character was already older, maybe the character is just that way, because not every character has to be hot, but they don't have to be super wokey ugly, because it might offend people pretending to be the other gender, or it might offend some ugly blue-haired whale on Twitter. So, and yeah, and the Japanese and the Koreans and all the Asian people who make video games understand their fan base, which is mostly men. And even so, this is a girl, by the way, right? Because I know a lot of the wokies love to say, that this offends women and stuff, but there are women out there, a lot of women, who enjoy playing as these female characters. They enjoy the sexy allure of being a beautiful woman doing badass shit. Because at the end of the day, if we're gonna use logic here, a giant fat guy or an ugly obese chick in a video game is not going to be doing half the shit that these girls can do. And in order to be able to do those things, guess what? You have to be physically fit, and these are the body types that come with it. Simple as that. Let's look at reality. I've said this before. The average woman looks like this. The average woman looks like that. So, and these characters aren't even 10 out of 10s. Maybe a 5, 6, or 7. But these aren't 10 out of 10 characters, right? And even on average in real life, the average 4 or 5, the average female essentially is very attractive. She's not ugly. She's not flat. Being flat is rare. Being ugly is rare. And etc. And both ugly people, all sorts of people from every walk of life enjoys playing as characters like this. The only people that don't like this is the woke crowd who hate themselves and would prefer to see. It's like high school, right? You got the good-looking chicks and the average good-looking chicks up to 10s, and then you got the ugly fat chicks that hate on these beautiful girls because they don't get attention like the beautiful girls do, because they don't take care of themselves, and they expect people to essentially, how do you say, run and chase after them, even though they're too busy you know, gobbling down donuts. It's unrealistic, right? And I'm not even a shallow person, but me, you know, even I wouldn't be happy just gobbling down donuts. Look, man, there was a point that even I became like 220 something pounds, and then I decided to get rid of that and say, nah, fuck that. And I'm 195 currently, and that happened in the span of like 2 or 3 months. It could be done. It's just people don't want to do it. People just don't want to fucking do it. And there's something liberating, and if that feels good, about, you know, taking care of your body, because your body, you know, needs to be healthy. That also affects your mentality, your mindset, your mental state, etc. And it helps. But a lot of these people just want to be like my buddy Dragoon, and shout out to Dragoon. I have him on my profile as a channel, his YouTube channel on my profile main page. You can check it out and watch his content, by the way. And like he says, people like living in their hell. So they like to bitch and complain, but they also love to live in the hell that they're complaining and bitching about, instead of doing the things that need to be done in order to, you know, do better. Like, look at this, right? Look at the body diversity here. This one has more hips, right? And medium-sized chest. She looks all right, right? Maybe like a 6. Here you got this one. Wide hips, small chest, blonde. She's all right. Look at this one. Asian, plump, in the right places, everywhere. Perfect. 100%. Amazing. Body diversity right there. Hell, you can even add some ugly chicks to that. Problem is, it shouldn't be done for woke nonsense. It should never be done for that. Keep your politics out of our video games. It's that fucking simple. And you also have to realize something. Because I've seen a YouTuber bitching about this sort of thing, and it's like she does not understand. She blames patriarchy and all this bullshit, but she does not understand something. A lot of these wokey assholes don't understand a lot of things. Let me be clear with you. The reason why this happens is because the majority of fan bases around are male. So that's who they mostly cater to. But let's not pretend here that they're not even catering to everybody else, because even in anime, you always have moments where the guy has his shirt off and he's all muscular and etc. and all this stuff. But she had no problem bitching about that. But suddenly when it came to females, suddenly it's a problem. Like, you know what I mean? It's hypocrisy. It's a double standard. It's dumb. And I'm glad a lot of females are standing up to this bullshit, because it needs to be shut down, to be honest. I'm so sick of this woke fucking shit. Let me be real and frank with you. I'm sick of it. I don't know if you guys are sick of it yet, but I'm pretty much sick of it. And it's worse for me, because I'm brown. I'm a brown man. And I'll get told that I'm not a real Hispanic, that I'm not a real this, that I'm not a real that, that I'm an Uncle Tom, and all this other bullshit. And I get told that I'm a race traitor. But I'm still going to stick by this, because fuck those people. You don't control me. You're not going to change me. And your little gaslighting does not work on me. Alright? So yeah, let's look at the comment section before we close this video. And by the way, props to the females who stand up against the woke ideology. We appreciate you a lot for that. And the guys too, you know, who stand up for this, because there's not a lot. The reason I say this is because a lot of people in the last 4 years have been cowering, and that pisses me off to no fucking end, because why would we spend our time bitching about shit on social media and in real life if we're not going to do anything about it? But I'm glad people are starting to do something. A little late, but I guess better late than never, right? And hopefully that doesn't die down. So let's look at this. Let's see. They hate because all they can do is poorly imitate. Yep. That's why you have females injecting themselves with shit, plastic surgery on their face that they don't even need, bro. Like, look at the chick from that plays Starlight in The Boys. Beautiful white woman. And you guys know I love me my white women, but she is beautiful. She was a beautiful woman. Then stupidly decides to get surgery to fuck up her face, and then apparently blaming fans because they call her ugly. I was like, are you stupid? You're the most beautiful woman I've seen in my life. Well, one of the most beautiful women I've seen in my life. But and you let people get to you that far where you get surgery on your face. But then again, I realize that she's a feminist, so yeah. Now she looks like a fucking alien from outer space. Let's see. If you promote smashing the patriarchy, you want to destroy what you see in this picture. We can respect. I hate when people say we can respect women. No, let's respect everyone, bro. Let's respect everyone, including the men. Like, I always hate that. It's like they always put women in families. Like, no, respect everyone. No one's above each other, to be honest. And we gotta stop doing that, because that's no better than the woke crowd. We should just respect all men, women, and family. That's what it should be. Someone else says, exactly. Normal women in skimpy outfits look like corn stars. What? I can't imagine what that thing thinks at a beach. And absolutely, it should be goatee contender. Don't know what that means, but let's see. I just added clothing to my V in Cyberpunk's 2077. Looks like Ultimate Frame, a 10 out of 10. Nice. Future wives, ha. Real women are beautiful if they take care of themselves and have good, genuine behaviors. Women are the fairer sex for a reason. You mean fat, ugly, purple hair, troglodytes with more piercings than a face? Wait, what? With more piercings than a face that has been abused by hardware store. Don't like or can't relate to good-looking characters. Say it's not so. Oh wow. Yeah, sorry, I had trouble reading that one. Real women don't fit in their deranged narratives. Exactly. They talk about unrealistic proportions, but yet those are very realistic. Have you seen Eve's body model? Woof. Jeez. Let's see. Well, of course, the poor imitations would hate real women. Yeah, that too. I know if you know what I mean. Refuse to compete. Now you can't compare. They have to uglify women because they know they can never compare to even almost the most mid chick alive. Yeah, that's true. Yep, that's definitely true. I've seen women who are below average that look way more attractive than a lot of the women who are woke. Very attractive. So again, the average woman is attractive, bro. I tell you, the average woman or below, and even to some degree in the below average are attractive as fuck. Especially they take care of themselves. Why would you want to be them when you can? Anyway. Thank you. It seems that in the Middle East, the Jewish state is perpetually... I gotta read all that. I don't want to get too political here. What's the game on the left? I don't know if this really portrays the notion very well. Games like Stellar Blade and First Descendant only get the attention they do because it gives people who hate the woke movement something to backlash against them, which just because they have attractive females. I mean, yes and no. I enjoy it because of the gameplay and the attractive girls, but yeah, it's also a bit of that too, to hurt the feelings of those who cry when they see an attractive woman. How dare, being 400 pounds, how dare she be beautiful? You know, that's not very realistic because I like to munch on donuts all day. They say stuff like this, but then go to Dragon Age Railguard, their goatee, and say they want Tosh to ravish them and spit fire in their mouth. Crazy how life is. Yeah. What game is the girl in black on? Yeah, I'm wondering that too. Shit. I wouldn't say goatee contender, but it is a slept on great games. And got hate because the main character is attractive. I'll never understand why attractive characters in game and anything is a problem. Because they hate women. They hate women. The very people who claim, you know, to stand up for women, including the women who say that, hate women. They do. They hate the average, kind-hearted, loving, man-respecting woman. Because they hate themselves. It's a projection of self onto others. They hate themselves and they hate men, which is why you see them do OnlyFans and all that shit. Because apparently their daddy didn't tell them they loved them, and you know, that's what happens. It's like a video I was watching. Some girl was bragging about her body count, and then another girl comes and interrupts and says, you know, I would have ended up like you, right? But my father used to say this stupid, most annoying, egregious phrase ever. What was that phrase? What was it? It was so annoying. And then she goes, oh, I love you. Bro, I died. That shit was funny. It's true though. It's true. You know, when your daddy doesn't tell you he loves you, and he's a simp, and you know, lets his wife wear the pants in the relationship. I mean, I wouldn't personally get out of those relationships, but you know, you can't help people being desperate and stupid. You know, when you have those kind of weak fathers, or you don't have a father in your life, guess what happens? You turn into one of those feminists. There are exceptions, but we're talking about the rule. We're not talking about the exceptions. As I know the wokies love to argue the 1% of actual issues to equate it to the 90% of their bad situations that they put themselves in. Yeah, imagine that. But you know, they're the good guys somehow. I would still prefer a corn star over a she-man. Yeah. I mean, yeah. I don't know. Looks wise, maybe, but I like good women, you know, the ones that are, you know, the kind of woman that's just for you, not for the whole world to look at. If everyone else knows what her ass cheeks look like, or the mole in her, or a mole between her thighs, if you catch my drift, that's not your woman, bruh. That's not. I know people have a problem with that, but it's not your woman. It's just your turn, my guy. It's just your turn. Let's see. I'll read a couple more before I end this. I'm not a woman, but this quote sounds pretty good for the situation. They hate us because they ain't us. Yep. And then to some of them, they can't be used. So yeah. We support this 100. We wish people would understand that it's an insecurity of theirs that hasn't been addressed properly, to have them understand that there are good people who look out for them, but not if they want to be more destructive than that of their so-called oppressors. Yeah, that's pretty much true. Ignore them, my dear. They want to hurt you, but they will always stand by you. And and your boob angels. Anyways, yeah, that's pretty much it. I appreciate you guys for being here. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section. This has been your boy Seeker with another video. And remember, people, where the white women at? Anyways, later.